Archangel Michael says, this message was delayed for a divine reason, but not anymore. The moment you open this, a shift begins to form around your energy. Your enemies made a vow in secret, but something terrible just broke that vow in the unseen world. Someone you once trusted led others behind your back, whispering your name in meetings you were never invited to. They thought your silence meant defeat, but it was the stillness before your storm. What they didn't know is that the divine was collecting their lies like dust before a holy wind. Their plan was sharp, well executed, and cruel, designed to leave you shattered with no way back. They used your past, twisted your truth, and smiled while planting your name in the dirt. But what they failed to see was who had his eye on you. Archangel Michael says, your name reached the ears of a higher court, and judgment was set in motion. The moment they decided to touch your peace, they unknowingly signed a curse that now wraps around their own. Something has happened to one of them that they didn't expect, and it's only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 427. A woman with envy burning in her soul thought she could strip you of your joy and walk away untouched. She teamed up with someone you once loved, combining their hatred into a wicked plot. They smiled as they tried to erase you, but now, their peace is shattered. They are losing sleep while pretending everything is fine. One of them fell ill suddenly, and the doctors can't explain why the symptoms keep returning. Another had their deepest secret exposed in front of the wrong person. The very people they used to mock you are now looking at them differently. The web they built for you caught their own foot, and now they're entangled in the same fate they planned for you. What was meant to break you is now breaking them. Someone tried to attack your mind, sending words like arrows to weaken your confidence. They laughed in circles about you, thinking you'd never rise again. But your silence was a shield, and now their voices are cracking. Type Amen to get blessing 614. They planted rumors like seeds and waited for your downfall like a harvest. But what bloomed instead was something terrifying for them, your resilience. You became the storm they swore would never come. One of your enemies is haunted at night. Their dreams are filled with images of you rising, smiling, glowing, and surrounded by powerful light. They wake up sweating, unable to shake the feeling that something has gone terribly wrong. Because it has. A message just reached them, one that carries divine justice. Something precious to them is slipping away, and no matter how they fight it, they can't hold on. Archangel Michael says, the moment they tried to block your destiny, they triggered a reversal from heaven. That reversal is now active. One of the very people involved is about to lose their most important connection, and it will be traced back to their actions against Y. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You may have felt pain. You may have cried. You may have even doubted yourself in those quiet hours, but none of it was in vain. They thought you were alone, but angels stood around you, holding back attacks you never even saw. Some of the worst intentions toward you were stopped mid-air, returned to sender with fire. And now, those senders are experiencing losses they cannot explain. Someone's reputation is about to be ripped from their hands. They wore a fake crown built on the lies they told about you, but it's falling. People are turning away from them, silently wondering what else they've lied about. They never expected to lose everything. But one by one, their supporters are backing away. And the isolation they created for you is now their new prison. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There's a specific person who pretended to be your friend but gave information to your enemies. This betrayal was deep, layered, and calculating. But the divine has made sure that their reward is no peace. Every time they see your name, their stomach twists. They try to avoid your presence online, in conversations, in thoughts, but the name they tried to ruin is now rising. And the higher it rises, the lower their mask slips. A strange event just happened in their life, an unexpected financial blockage, a cancelled opportunity, a sudden exposure of a private act. This is not coincidence. This is divine alignment, and it's only the beginning of what's to come. They laughed once. They were smug. But now, every chuckle has turned into tension, because the spiritual consequences they didn't believe in have arrived at their door. Type Amen to get blessing 382. A document you never saw is being talked about now. They tried to use it to ruin something tied to your name. But a force stepped in, and someone inside their circle had a change of heart. This person was supposed to stay silent, but they couldn't sleep after seeing what was done to you. Now, they've revealed something that will turn the entire plan upside down. This one act has shifted the entire atmosphere. You may receive a message soon. It could be unexpected, an apology, a strange offer, or someone confessing a piece of the truth. This is just the beginning of what was hidden now being exposed. Archangel Michael says, "What was done in darkness is being scattered." The storm you thought would destroy you was secretly building your protection. And the person who cursed you with words has just received a terrible word themselves. Type Amen to get blessing 849. They underestimated you. They thought if they surrounded you with fake smiles and traps, you'd never notice. But what they didn't realize is that your spirit is fireproof. You weren't meant to break. You were meant to be tested, so that when the divine flipped the table, it would be undeniable who was favored. And now, they're watching everything fall apart while pretending everything is fine. One person tried to tie your energy to theirs using an object. That object has now been cursed by their own hand, and the side effects are shocking them. Hair loss, skin changes, migraines, all untraceable, but spiritually real. They opened something they can't close. And until they confess, the grip around their life will only tighten. You don't need revenge, heaven has already claimed it on your behalf. Type Amen to get blessing 553. Your name is being cleared. Quietly. Behind doors you haven't walked through yet, someone is defending you. This person once believed the lies, but now they've seen the real face of your enemy. They are stepping into position to speak on your behalf at the right moment. When this happens, you'll know it's time to walk boldly again. Somebody tried to stop your glow, but now they are dimming in places they never expected. Even their own family is starting to question them. Their own mirror is reflecting the deception they became. You may receive a strange dream. Pay attention to it. It will be a divine clue about what was planned and who's being exposed next. Type Amen to get blessing 268. A male energy that once admired you has turned bitter. His ego couldn't handle your silence, your growth, your elevation. So he joined hands with someone from your past, thinking they could break your spirit together. But instead of breaking you, they triggered something powerful. They triggered your glow-up, your calling, your divine rise. And now, every step they take away from you is bringing them closer to their own destruction. They will face public embarrassment. Something will be posted, heard, or whispered, and it will spread like wildfire. The lie they used to cover their action is about to be burned by the very same fire they created. Archangel Michael says, "Stay still. Don't speak out yet. Let the collapse complete itself without your effort." Type Amen to get blessing 191. One of the darkest souls around you once wished you would go silent forever. They didn't want to see your light. They didn't want you to rise. They worked behind the scenes with someone in uniform or authority to put false pressure on your name. But the angelic realm just reversed it. That person in uniform is now questioning their own involvement. The reversal hit hard. The confusion is real. The same system they tried to use is now pushing back at them with consequences they didn't plan for. They're trying to undo it, but it's too late. The files are shifting. The voice of justice has spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 742. Something shocking just happened. Something shocking just happened in your favor. A person you never expected has started to speak well about you, even while others try to hush them. This voice carries power, and it will clear the fog around your name. Their confessions are being triggered by guilt, by divine dreams, and by seeing the damage they helped cause. They are no longer able to carry that weight. And when they speak fully, the truth will rain like thunder. You were never meant to stay in the shadows. You were protected while your enemies thought they were winning. And now, your exit from the storm will be their entrance into a lesson they'll never forget. They tried to destroy you. But something terrible has happened to them. And now the world will see what divine justice truly looks like. Type Amen to get blessing 999. But not with a clean heart. This person is pretending to be sorry, hoping they can re-enter your life and block the breakthrough they feel coming. Their energy is uneasy because they sense something is about to lift you higher than ever before. They're not returning to fix what they broke, they're returning to see if their damage still holds power. But what they don't know is that your spirit has changed. You are no longer who you were when they left. Your silence now holds thunder. Your presence has become a warning. And the one who tried to break your soul is now confused by the strength you didn't show them before. They will come with compliments. But inside, they carry fear, because something terrible has already begun happening in their life. They're not here to heal you, they're trying to heal themselves by reaching for your light. Type Amen to get blessing 778. Behind the scenes, someone has lost a serious opportunity because of the energy they sent toward you. A career door that was wide open for them has slammed shut. And now they're scrambling, blaming everyone but themselves. They can't figure out why everything is falling apart. What they don't realize is that the curse they sent to your life has returned with double force. Their karma has accelerated, and now even the things they didn't expect to lose are vanishing. One has been struck by financial chaos. Another is facing relationship collapse. These things aren't random, they're the echoes of the pain they caused you. Archangel Michael says, divine order is returning to your name. What was scattered is being restored. And those who tried to pull you down are now slipping into their own abyss. Type Amen to get blessing 505. They boasted too loudly, too soon. They celebrated your downfall before it happened. But the downfall never came. Instead, a divine reversal hit the ground like lightning. You were being watched, protected, covered. Every detail of their plan was known by the heavens before they moved. They thought they were clever. They used manipulation, jealousy, twisted words, even false emotions. But now, their cleverness has become their cage. One of them tried to move away from the group secretly, hoping to avoid the consequences. But judgment follows spirit, not location. And the spirit that betrayed you has now been marked for accountability. Type Amen to get blessing 301. Someone is regretting deeply now. Not because they hurt you, but because they didn't expect it to cost them their peace. Their nights are no longer quiet. Their joy has become shallow. Their spirit feels exposed. And still, they haven't confessed. They carry guilt but wear pride like armor. But soon, even that armor will crack. They are being haunted by dreams, dreams where you rise, and they fall. Dreams where you speak the truth, and their tongue fails them. These aren't just dreams, they are glimpses of what's coming. Someone is about to face public truth. A conversation is going to be heard by someone important. And when that happens, your innocence will shine. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Another one of your enemies is facing internal illness. Their body is reacting to the wickedness they tried to bury. They may look fine on the outside, but their soul is crying from within. Doctors can't explain it. Medicine won't fix it. Because the illness is rooted in what they did to you. They laughed once. They took pride in your pain. But now, they're walking in fear every time they hear your name. They are watching your glow up from afar. And it's hurting them. Because the more they tried to block you, the more you became undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 944. A powerful hand has moved in your favor. You are going to receive a message soon, one that proves everything is shifting. This message may come from someone you least expect. They will tell you something that confirms you were never crazy. You were never paranoid. You were protected, prepared, and positioned. One of your biggest enemies is now begging someone for help. Their fear is loud behind closed doors. But no one is listening the way they used to. Their influence is dying. Their lies are collapsing. And your name is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 216. They tried to delay your blessings. They tried to block your name. But the heavens were watching with fire in their eyes. You are not just surviving, you are about to shine. And no force from their circle can stop the rise that has already been written. They will try to copy you now. Imitate your words, your light, your grace. But it won't work, because what's on you wasn't manufactured, it was given. Their copying will only remind people of your original. Their efforts to bury your light will now spotlight your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 133. Someone is about to face legal pressure. Their involvement in a matter concerning you has come under divine review. What was once hidden in legal files is about to be questioned. They won't know how the information surfaced. But they'll feel panic set in when the questions begin. This is the work of divine exposure. You'll hear whispers soon. And when they speak, the wave of justice will hit like thunder. Their words will heal what was broken. And you'll feel a part of you return that you thought was lost. Type Amen to get blessing 335. There's someone who once wished you would fail so they could rise in your place. They never admitted it, but their envy was louder than their praise. They copied your moves. They watched your steps. They even pretended to celebrate you, while praying that you'd stumble. Now their energy is in chaos. They can't create anymore. They can't find clarity. And their own followers are drifting away. Why? Because what they tried to build on the foundation of your downfall is cracking. Their work lacks light because it was born in darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You were targeted spiritually. They used mirrors, objects, symbols, things not of light, to pull your power. But the divine has broken every cord. One of their own friends warned them. Told them to stop. But they didn't listen. And now that same friend has turned against them. The cursed ritual they tried to bury you with has marked their own life instead. Shadows follow them. Their peace is poisoned. They are seeing figures. Feeling watched. Losing appetite. Dreams are disturbed. They don't understand it, but you do now. Type Amen to get blessing 559. They thought their hands were clean. They thought nobody saw what they did when your back was turned. But they forgot, heaven sees in secret and pays in public. Now their friendships are crumbling. Their name is becoming heavy in rooms where it once echoed with fake honor. They are being called out, slowly, but surely. Someone tried to erase you from a memory. But God is restoring you into history. A new opportunity will come where your name will be celebrated right in front of those who buried it. You won't have to speak a word. Your presence will be proof. And your success will be their silence. Type Amen to get blessing 434. There is a job offer or invitation coming. One that you thought you missed. But it was delayed, not denied, for your protection. Because now, it comes with more power, more clarity, and more reward. The delay was divine. Had you received it earlier, you would have been surrounded by the wrong people. Those who tried to block you from that space are now being rejected by the same circle. Their arrogance has made them unworthy of the very thing they thought they'd keep you from. You are the chosen one. And the door is opening again, with your name in bold. Type Amen to get blessing 202. They once said you'd be forgotten. They said your story would die in silence. But your name is now rising louder than their lies. People are mentioning you again. In rooms, in meetings, in decisions. And the tone has changed. Before, your name was mocked. Now, it's mentioned with curiosity, awe, and even fear. Because people can feel that something powerful is on your life. They're beginning to wonder what really happened. And soon, the truth will answer them louder than any explanation. Type Amen to get blessing 161. Archangel Michael says, "You were never abandoned. You were being rebuilt in secret. You were being crowned while they thought you were being crushed. Their attempt to destroy you triggered your transformation. Their attacks only trained your soul. What they didn't realize is they were helping you without knowing it. You have entered a season where everything that left you will regret it. Every lie told will backfire. Every evil wish will become fuel for your favor. You will begin to receive unexpected favor in the same areas where they tried to block you. Doors will open without keys. People will help you without reason." Type Amen to get blessing 888. Something unusual is about to happen. A specific conversation that involves your name is being brought to light. You may not hear it directly, but the results will find you. Someone in authority is seeing clearly now. They've reviewed the facts, compared the timelines, and now they know the truth. The shift in their decision will change your life. Don't worry if you feel tension before the blessing. Sometimes the pressure before justice is part of divine order. Let heaven finish what it started. They tried to stop you. But now the only thing stopping is them. Type Amen to get blessing 963. Your life is a testimony in motion. Every tear was counted. Every betrayal was recorded. And every setback was preparing your stage. Now that stage is ready. You are about to rise without trying. And they will watch without power. The same people who laughed when you cried will cry when you laugh. That is not vengeance, it's divine balance. The energy they released has circled back. One of them will see you soon, in person, on screen, in conversation, and freeze. Their spirit will know that you made it. And they did not. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The divine has one final move left. One that will shock even those who were quiet during your pain. This move will be so public, so undeniable, it will silence every remaining voice. They will try to apologize. Some will try to reconnect. But your spirit will know who is real. Let them stay confused. Let them keep watching. Because the real message is this: they tried to destroy you, but something terrible happened, to them, not you. And now, you're being rewarded for every unseen battle, every silent night, every ignored cry. You've entered a new realm. Type Amen to get blessing 1007.